It's not too late, okay? And don't let anyone convince you that it's too late to start your own business, to get on YouTube. You're too old, it's too saturated. It's not true, okay? YouTube is still in its early stage, right? There are so many people joining YouTube every day because they see the power of YouTube. They see the power of building a community. They see the power of providing massive value and having a direct connection to their audience, right? They see the value of being able to leverage a system that they can use to make sales and to make additional income around their 9 to 5 schedule, right? What's super important is that we understand that there are so many different ways to accomplish the goals that you have, right? I don't want you to think that there's only one way to do something. That is not true, right? And so that is why we have, all of these different platforms that exist, right? We have YouTube, we have Facebook, we have Twitter, we have TikTok, right? And all of these different platforms serve a different purpose. And for a lot of people, they are using these platforms to make income, and they're making really, really good income. For a lot of you guys, just like me, you want to leverage these platforms as well in order to make an income for yourself. And I actually decided to get up early in the morning to record this video instead of doing it late at night, because I'm just trying different things to see what works with my schedule. And that is one of the main reasons why I made this YouTube channel, is because I know there are a lot of working moms just like me who want to start a business online. You want to make additional income, but you're trying to figure things out. You don't know how to actually make it happen. And a lot of you guys are just scared of YouTube. You're scared to get on camera. You're scared. You're nervous that, people aren't going to like you, or people may not agree with what you have to say, or that, people will laugh at you. I mean, we have all of these internal fears that I know we have to get over. And that is really the reason why I wanted baby girl is up, so I just went and grabbed the monitor so I can watch her while I'm recording this video. What I'm trying to encourage is that you have to take the initiative. You have to take your power into your own hands, and you have to make the decision to change your circumstance. My life has changed a lot over the last year. And so with, Thanksgiving just passing and Christmas is in a couple of weeks, I've just had a lot of time to reflect on where I was a year ago. And God has brought me so far. And I know that a year from now, I'm going to be in an even better situation. I know that I'm going to be even more blessed. Some of you guys out there who need to know, like, girl, you got this, right? Your kids are not a setback. Your kids are not holding you back from anything, right? Your job is not a setback, right? Your job is actually your vehicle. Your job is going to get you to where you need to go. We're going to use these 9 to 5s, right, to make the money that we need to sustain our households while we build our business on the back end, right? We are going to be able to fit what we need to into our schedule. We're going to be able to do the things that we need to do to create massive value and to actually make a difference in our community, right? We have a purpose, okay? You have a purpose. There's someone just like you. There's someone in your exact same predicament, right? And they're overcoming their situation, right? They're not succumbing to their situation, right? And also, I want us to look at things in a better light. I want us to look at things from a brighter lens, right? Everything doesn't have to be negative. Just because you have not arrived, we really have to learn how to enjoy the journey along the way, right? Just because you have not made it to your destination does not mean you cannot enjoy where you are. It doesn't mean you can't be happy where you are. I am so happy where I am. I am so blessed. And the willingness that God put it on my heart to be able to show up right? Even when I don't see results all the time, right? The fact that God placed it on my heart to say, okay, there are people out there that need some help, right? And you're going to be the vessel in which they receive that help. You're going to be the person that's going to show up for them in their lives where no one else did. And God is trying to do that in your life too, but you have to make the decision to show up. Okay. I've been on YouTube as a consumer for years, and then I actually started making content back in I think it was 2016 when I actually started making content on YouTube. And so I know the value and the power that YouTube has. And so I want you to understand what it means to actually start a YouTube channel and what it can do for you. I am not a guru, okay? I am a regular smegular mom who works a 9 to 5, who is building a business using YouTube, okay? And the business that I am building is how to make money online, how to make additional income alongside your 9 to 5, right? So I have a digital product that I sell. I sell a course. But more than anything, what I do here on this channel now is that I encourage other women like me, other moms who work a 9 to 5 and you need additional income, right? In this economy, y'all know we all are living in this economy, and there are some people that are very fortunate out there who are very well off and well to do, and they have the extra and disposable income to be able to enjoy their lives. Well, I want us to be able to do that as well. I think about my daughter and the fact that she's 2, and in a year or two, I want to have more access to her. I want to be able to spend more time with her, right? Because at a certain point in life, she's going to be in school, and I want to be able to be there for my daughter. I don't want to be on the time of the company. I don't want to always have to be able to sacrifice my time and sacrifice the things that are important to me, which is my family, in order to work. Work is important, but this is our only life. And the fact that there are other ways to make income, we have to go after this, right? It's a no-brainer. So the thing that I love about YouTube is it allows you, I call it, to create mini me's, right? I have a mini me here in this house with me, right? But every video that I make here on YouTube, I am multiplying myself. I am making myself available to potential customers out there, right, who want to do what I do, right? They want to also have a business. They want to also work from home. They want to also work around their work schedule. They want to have more time with their family. They want to have more income. They want to grow in sales. The power of being able to multiply yourself is amazing, right? And so every time I create a video, that video is out there working for me, right? And so you have the leverage of being able to have evergreen content that is constantly working and constantly selling on your behalf. You create the video one time and this video lives, right, in a ecosystem that will just allow it to be seen over and over and over again, right? Depending on who is out there looking for what I have to say. It makes me available 24/7. Like when I was working in insurance, I had to get up, get dressed, right? And I had to go to the training center, where we all met and gathered. We would have training for a couple of hours in the morning. They would go over earnings, and then they would release us into, right, the community where we would have our appointments, and we would go, and I would literally have to sit down in front of a person and actually do a presentation. Well, here on YouTube, this is the presentation. I don't have to get in my car, right? I don't have to get on the phone and try to set all of these appointments. Like, I don't think we are really grasping how easy it is to get started here on YouTube with any type of business that we want to do, as long as we're showing up and we're bringing value. We only have 24 hours in a day, but I don't have 24 hours to do presentations, right? Like, I don't have 24 hours to sit in front of you and try to convince you. But the fact that this video can live on this internet, and that for as long as the person on the other end of this phone is interested, they can play this video over and over and over again. They can listen to you and your healthcare tips, your fitness tips, right, over and over and over again. They can listen to you talk about relationships and how to mend a relationship with your mom, how to mend a relationship with your spouse, right, or whatever it is that you're talking about on social media. And they have access to it 24/7 around their schedule. Whoever is looking at this video, know, right, that I have something to offer you, and I am able to offer this with all of my YouTube videos. You have something to offer as well, right? Whether it is a coaching session, whether it is a course, whether it is a digital product such as an ebook or a guide, right? Or a journal, whatever it is that you're offering to help a person make a transformation, you can offer it 24/7 on this platform, right? They have access to you, right? And someone can listen to me for a few minutes and then they're like, I'm gonna finish watching her later on. I do it all the time, right? I'll start watching a video and then next thing you know, something distracts me. And then I go right back to the video because I know that I'm interested in what that person has to say, right? So it allows you to be able to have people to have access to you 24/7 and to be able to promote your business 24/7. That's the power of YouTube, okay? It helps you build, know, like, and trust. So the more I show up, the more I provide value, the more I come and I'm encouraging and I'm motivating and I'm telling you, like, girl, you got this. You can make money online. You get what I'm saying? Like, we all need extra money. You're not the only one. You're not alone, right? And if you need it, girl, I got you. You get what I'm saying? This is what I do, right? These are the products that I use. This is how I am able to show up for my family, right? These are the tips and tricks that help me get more out of my day and to be more productive, right? And the more I show up, the more I help my people, the more I am building know, like, and trust. And they're like, girl, yeah, I appreciate you. I appreciate you giving me that tip. I appreciate you showing up today because I needed that motivation, right? So the platform gives you a direct connection with your community, a direct connection with the person that you are trying to reach, the person that you're trying to help, the person that you're trying to help have a transformation, okay? And that goes into my next tip, which is it builds community. It builds community, right? When I was in non-medical home care, the non-medical home care community is small. You start to know, oh yeah, this person, that person, this person, right? And we're all connected, right? And then the customers will come to me and they'll talk about another coach, or the customers will come to me and they'll be like, yeah, I work with this person. And I'm like, yeah, I know them. You know, I talk to them. I've worked with them, whoever, right? And so it builds a community around what you do. It allows you also to connect with other like-minded coaches and professionals and marketers and business owners just like you, right? And it allows you to create relationships, partnerships. I mean, it really, really is. It really, really is an amazing way to build. And it's free. And it's free. Right? I did not have to pay to make this video. And that's because YouTube is also gaining from this. They're able to put their ads in your content. There's, so they're getting what they need out of it as well. We have to do this while we can. We have to leverage what we have while we can. That takes me to my next tip. My next tip is you can do this part-time. I got up at 6 a.m. No, 6:30. I got up at 6:30 this morning, got dressed, right? And I was trying to beat my daughter up, but she's up. But I decided to just go ahead and what my goal was today was to try to see how it felt to get up early and to do my recording and to do some work instead of doing it after work. Because for me, as soon as I get off work, I'm taking care of my daughter throughout the day, but as soon as I get off of work, I am also like, it's really about her for a while. And of course, like my family, cooking dinner, you know, just doing some things around the house, some housework, that type of stuff. And then I usually can't get back to my business until I put her to sleep. It's usually around like between 8 and 9 o'clock. So after that, I usually dedicate a couple of hours to my business. But I decided today, let me try to see how it feels to get up early in the morning and get some work done. Let's see if we can record a video early. So you want to experiment with your work schedule, figure out what is the right fit, what's the right thing for you, so that you can get this done. You can do it if it's important to you. If it's something that you want to do, you will make it happen. You will make it work. But you can do it part-time again. Like I said, part-time, 2 to 4 hours a day is what you need to run your YouTube channel and your online business, right? So we are starting an online business using the power of YouTube. That is it. That is the formula, okay? Start your online business. You're using YouTube to promote it. You're using YouTube to educate your audience and to build community around your business, okay? And you can do this part-time. Also, you can do this at home, right? So I work from home, so I'm always here. I set up my camera, I get it done. But you can do it from anywhere. So if you work outside of the home, you know, some people record in their cars, some people record while they're taking their walks, some people record while they're at the gym, some people do vlog styles where they're recording while they're out and about throughout the day, whatever it is. But as long as you have access to a camera, which we all have phones, more than likely you're watching this video on a phone, you have a phone, you have a camera, you pick up that camera, you press record, and you do what you got to do, right? You could do it anywhere. You are not bound to being in one particular place at one particular time, right? On top of that, you can do it at whatever time you want to. Like I said before, I am testing mornings, right? But I can record during the middle of the day if I want to, right? I can do whatever I want to do because this platform gives you the flexibility. You do it the way you want to. There is no right or wrong. We're all here giving advice and tips, but what may work for me may not work for you. So don't get hung up on Portia does it this way. I don't get hung up on how other people do it. I figure out what works for me and I get it done the way it works best for me. Next, I don't need permission. I did not need to be hired to get on YouTube. Did nobody have to give me no permission? Did nobody have to tell me, girl, you can do it or you can't do it or you good at it or you ain't good at it? Nobody had to tell me nothing. I made the decision on my own. I decided I'm going to show up and do what I want to do. I'm going to show up and talk about what I want to talk about. And I'm going to build the audience and the community the way I want to build the audience and the community. So it's in your hands, right? Pick yourself. For my job that I work right now, someone had to pick me, right? I had to go through, first of all, I prayed for this job, and I'm so grateful for it. Don't get me wrong. I prayed for this job, and I am so grateful for it. I had to go through a recruiter, and then he had to take a look at my resume. He said, you'll be perfect for this position. Put in your application. I put in my application, right? And then I had to go through 2 interviews, right? And so I had to be picked for this. They had to look at my qualifications and say, hey, like, this is perfect for you, right? You can do this job based off your skills. But on YouTube, you can qualify yourself. And I'm not saying don't get on this platform and talk about something you don't know about. That's not what I'm telling you to do. What I want you to do is to think back on who you are. Think back on your skills. Think back on your experience. And bring your knowledge and your value to the market, right? Show people that you have something to offer that can help them, right? Help another person up, right? Help another person make the next step, the next logical step. Because a lot of us, we don't know what we're doing, right? We are just figuring it out as we go. So it helps to have someone out there that says, this is how I did it. You can try it this way, right? This is what I did. Try this. And just give them options, give them encouragement, give them motivation, right? To take the next step and just provide as much value as you possibly can. It's all about value. That's it. That's it, and that's all. Back in May, I enrolled in a course that helped me get back into the business game, okay? I had went through a couple really hard years where, I just went through, right? We all are human and we all go through difficult times. And so I had a couple really hard years where I gave up. I gave it up. I gave up on everything. I gave up on my business from before, my coaching from before, and I let it all go. And I was so tired. My mind, I just could not work under those circumstances. And so at the beginning of this year, I made the decision that I was going to get back into business, online business, and helping people. I wasn't sure what avenue I wanted to go in, but I knew that I wanted to start and I wanted to get back into the game. And in May is when I actually enrolled into an online course that really, really put things in perspective for me. Like it gave me the step-by-step how to start my business, how to get my thoughts from my head onto paper, right? How to structure my business systems and processes, and how to actually get my business up and running. And on top of that, I decided to become an affiliate for this company because it helped me so tremendously, right? So not only that, but it also gave me a product that I can sell right away. That has been such an amazing game changer for me because as a busy mom, right, of a toddler, and the fact that I was just getting back into business, I wasn't equipped. I wasn't at that point where I wanted to just make a course for you guys or make a digital product. I wanted to make something that I knew my audience and my customers would need. And so it allowed me to get back into the game, to get my experience, to get my education, right? To get my knowledge up, to get my feet wet, right? And to just really get back into sales and marketing in the way that I needed to in order to build. You're tired of trying to piece the puzzle together. It's not quite fitting right. You are confused. You're all over the place. You're looking here, you're looking there, right? I want you to, one, make the decision to start your business. Two, I want you to make the decision to use YouTube as your platform to promote your business, right? And three, I want you to invest in a course that will help you get your business up and running, right? A course that will take you step by step through the process, that'll teach you all of the business developmental skills that you need in order to be a running business, to be a business owner, right? A lot of us, because I've built a brick and mortar business and I know how much it takes. I know how much it costs to build a business from the ground up, right? When it comes to getting a building, getting a building, acquiring customers, marketing, having to fulfill whatever your service or your orders are. It's so much more to it, right? But coming into the online business space, it does not get any easier. Online business does not get easier than what it is now. And the thing is, you have to start in order to become good, right? I think a lot of us want to be good at something from the very beginning, and no one is good at things from the very beginning. Even the people that we see that are amazing, right? They are spectacular, they're gifted, they're talented. These people have worked and worked and worked and practiced and practiced and practiced, right? So you have to get started in order to get to that level, right? You want to have a successful online business, you have to start, right? You want to have a successful online business, you have to make mistakes. You have to go through the process. You have to learn. You have to pivot. There's a learning curve to this process, but you can't even get to the curve if you don't start. Click the link in the description and learn about the course that helped me get started. Learn about the course that helped me and got me to the place where I am right now, where I'm able to sit in front of you and confidently talk about online business, confidently talk about YouTube. Don't let another day pass you by, guys. It's not going to get any easier until you start.